Hello, folks. It's Mewawo Bakugans here, and I am back with another video. And in this video, we are going to be taking a look at two trades I have recently finished. Yeah, so it is two trades with two very good friends. The first one being Volt Illusoid and the other one being Sansu Halobos. Those are their Instagram names, and if you don't follow them yet, I can highly recommend it. If you are heavily into clears and generally special obscure Bakugans, I heavily recommend following Volt Illusoid. And my friend Sansu Halobos he basically just covers everything. He is starting to become a little private business. So I definitely recommend checking them both out. So we are going to start out with the Sansu Halobos trade. No, the Volt Illusoid trade. And in this trade I got, let's see, because my normal phone stand is broken, so let's see, can you guys see everything? Yep. So I am using 2 stacks of gate cards once again. So the first Bakugan that I got in trade, and please note that I will not mention what I traded, just know that I traded what he wanted. And the same with Sansu Halobos, and the same with future trades. It's not important what I traded, it's just, yeah, I don't know. Let's just get into the video. So the first Bakugan is my first ever die-cast trap in this let's see, Ventus die-cast Hexstar. It's pretty cool. I've never owned a die-cast trap, and we were missing out a spot, and I was just, well, do you have any spares of those die-cast traps? And he was like, well, yeah, I have these two you can choose from. I can't remember the other one, but I chose to go with the Hexstar. It's pretty cool, and yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna collect the rest. I mean, they're not that cool, and I'm not the biggest fan of traps, so we'll see about that. We'll see what the future brings. Now the second one, let's see right here, let me just quickly close them up. The second one here is Clear Krakix. Now, some of you might know, or I don't know if I've even mentioned it, but Krakix is one of my favorite Gandalian Invaders Bakugans, and I didn't have him in clear. And Volt Illusoid, he have basically all clear Bakugans that exist, and he so happened to have a spare of Krakix. So I was pretty happy about that. Now these two Bakugans were basically just fillers. Now the main thing that I got from him was a sealed Bakugan that I didn't think I'd ever get my hands on, but now I do, and it is a sealed Arcos Apexion. This pack is very beautiful. It's in almost perfect condition. Got a few scratches here and there, a few small bends, but nothing too major. And it's just a very rare, very cool Bakugan, and I honestly never thought I would own a sealed Apexion. It have been on my list for at least 3 years now, and it's just the ones that I've seen were the Dirac versus Apexion packs, and those were just so expensive, like 100, 120 for it. So I was really waiting for that golden moment where I could just snatch up an Arcos one. And Volt, he so happened to have it. So I am very happy to be able to add this to the sealed collection. As you know, I do care a lot for sealed products. They're kind of my icon in the Bakugan community, and I just care a lot for them. Also, I'm sorry for not putting up the podcast episode 3 this Sunday. It's just, well, my mind haven't been in the right place, and I just didn't see fit talking passionate about a topic where I don't even know what I'm thinking. So I have postponed the episode 3 until next Sunday, which is this Sunday coming up. So we are now looking at the Sansu Hollow Boss trade. I'm just gonna cut it up. There we go. Now let's see what he packed me. He wrapped it in a bubble wrap mailer and then in a box. As some of you might know, I only ship in boxes because I just feel much safer that way. I'd rather ship a very large box compared to a bubble wrapper. I just don't trust those bubble wrappers. Okay. Some of this stuff I don't even remember we negotiated, but here we are. Let's take a look at the more less exciting Bakugans to start with, and then let's end with the most exciting ones. Now some of you guys might disagree on my order. It's right out of the box, but it's just what it is. So let's see, right here, first Bakugan. Nope. Whoops. We got a Darkest Bakugans beta drawn. Now, I actually completely forgot that we negotiated about this, but he didn't, so that's good. So yeah, first Bakugan, Bakugans, Darkest Bakugans beta drawn. Pretty cool. Now I just need the rest, which I can only get the Kodocore since the Mutabrid was never made. And that's really a bummer. So, let's see the next one that I see less interesting. Some of you guys might like this. I don't really know. We just threw this in as a filler, honestly. So we got a blue Dio with a following Sivak. Now, if everything goes to plan, which I hope it will, I will have a couple of pretty interesting styles to show. But that's a headache for another time. I'm starting to tone a bit down my Bakugan. I just don't. I've just lost a lot of motivation to keep on going, and I need to start getting my life together as well. So you'll probably start seeing less videos from me from now on. It looks more black on video, but trust me, it is the blue Savak Dio. And that is one thing that doesn't really make sense to me, why the big guy is called Dio and the little guy is called Sivak or Savak. Because this one is basically like a die, which resembles a lot like Dio, the name Dio. And this one just looks like a savage, which that would make more sense if it was called Sivak. But it is what it is, and I'm actually pretty happy to add this to my collection. So let's put those two aside and get on to the next one, which I don't know what one to pick now, because I actually find all of these pretty interesting. So let's see. Let's take these two. Now, I don't actually own these two. Well, not before now. But before that, I only owned the prototype. Now, you guys might know what ones it is, but it is the Ventus Bus Hornix. These are pretty rare. They are from Gandalian Invaders. My buddy Sansu, he just so happened to have, well, a lot of these. And I like bugs. So I was like, well, give me some of those, because at that time we were still looking at fillers. So I am actually pretty happy to own these two Bus Hornixes. Now, if any of you guys know anyone with a sealed Bus Hornix, please hit me up. Just kidding, the chances are very low, but I still have hope. So yeah, just pretty nice. They're going to stand very pretty along with the other bucks on my shelf. So that's very nice. Now let's see here. Let's take this one. And the next one we have, whoops, didn't nail it. We have a Paris Translucent Cross Dragonoid. Pretty cool gun, I'm not gonna lie. I am maybe going to collect the rest. I don't really know. The Cross Dragonoid ones seems to be the ones that are easier to get. I mean, this one sealed is even pretty reasonable. So yeah, we'll see about that. At least it is pretty cool, and yeah, pretty cool. I don't know what more to say about it, honestly. So we are down to 4 Bakugans now. So let's take a look at this big one. This one is 36 millimeters, and I got told by Sansu that this one is a really cool Bakugan. And you might know why he'd say that, because it's actually the Bakugan that he's called after, that he named himself after. So it is my first time holding and opening a Sansu Hollow Boss. It looks very mighty, with the big horn and just basically everything. The triple heads. Like, honestly, this is honestly how Alpha Hydronoid should have looked. No, not even kidding. Like, this is a pretty good design. Oh, didn't get all the movable parts out. There we go. Strong magnet too, very strong actually. So yeah, whoops, not the first time that have happened. But yeah, pretty cool Bakugan, not gonna lie. This one is going to stand very pretty next to my other Bakutech. I don't have that many. I don't find Bakutech as interesting as other collectors, but each to their own, I guess. I guess that's a saying. That's what I meant to say. Because totally, each to their own. It's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Pretty happy to now own it. It's not the most difficult Bakutech to get, but it is very sought after, so maybe it's difficult after all. I don't know. Pretty cool. Sansu Hollow Boss. Let's see. I want to save that one for last, so let's take this one. You guys have seen this one to death end, and it's honestly been so long since I've last held this Bakugan. Because some of you might know that I am doing a lot of business with Thailand, and oh boy, Thailand really loves this boy. And now that I got him in my hands again, I can really feel how much I actually missed him. Because back when I got him and when I had him just in my collection, I was like, oh yeah, the Hydronoid hype have died down, but this is actually a very cool gun. Now with the current Hydronoid prices, I probably need to find one soon, because this one right here, it's going away in a Thailand trade. But I probably need to find one very soon because Thailand is hoarding them. I got nothing against Thailand. It's easy to trade with them because they only want one thing. But then it's becoming harder and harder to find. And it's just getting kind of annoying. So I think the next Hydronoid that I'm getting is going to be for myself. Now I can see that he have a little bit of a sprained ankle on both sides, but he did warn me about that, and other than that, the Bakugan looks hella fine. no scratched up paint or anything. It looks very fine. Now the old one that I had a pretty scratched up tail, and this one is almost perfect. So that's very nice. So that was third to last Bakugan. Now we are moving up to the second to last Bakugan. Now, some of you guys might disagree with me on this, but I have been wanting this since 2017 Bakugan, starting to look for it and mention it. It is, of course, the Chaos Siege I'm talking about. Where's the G? Oh, it's up there. Yeah, I have been looking for this for quite a while now, and it's pretty cool actually. Sadly, it got the triangle screws. If it got the Phillip head screws, that would mean that it's a lot rarer, but I don't know if it's considered more rare when a B1, this is a B1 if you didn't notice, when a B1 has a covered up magnet. In the B1 it was very common for them to have exposed magnets and to have, well, most of them had Phillip heads actually, or well, it was only the very early ones. Yeah, I am very happy to add this to my season 1 rares. Very happy to. Very cool. Not the best condition, but I'll take what I can get. I mean, in case Sansu is watching this, which he probably is, the head pops a little bit open. I don't know if you noticed me about that. And the paint job is somewhere scratched or smudged. But it doesn't matter. I'm still happy to own it. I've become a little bit of a critic on my older collection days, but this one should make up for everything, because if there's one Bakugan you know I love, it's of course special treatment Hamagorums. And oh boy, did Sansu deliver, because he found me a Pyrus Bakulite Hamagorum. Now, I don't know what is up with Gorum. Like, season 1 Bakugan shouldn't have this kind of treatment. It's very rare. So honestly, I am very happy to be adding this to my collection. I have never seen a Bakugan like this one before. Well, the Pyrus Bakulite Hamagorum. I've never seen that one. So, and if you missed out on the podcast, then Bakulite is basically like translucent, just a tiny bit lighter in the color. And you can see back there, maybe you can't, it's actually very hard to see, but the G's are 620, which is kind of high for a season 1 Bakugan. But now I'm just missing, I think, the Chaos one, and then I should be all clear for the Hamagorum collection. And I am really looking forward to that day, for when I'm finding that Bakugan, because Hammergorm is one of my favorites. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little video, even though it's just as long as all my other videos, but hope you have enjoyed it nonetheless, and hope you're having a great day and keep on being safe out there in the wild. This has been Mewawo. See ya.